Hello everyone, Sunday, September 30th, 2018. Of course, Wednesday was New Comic Book Day. And unfortunately, my shop didn't get their books until the late morning of New Comic Book Day on Wednesday. And with my work schedule, I was unable to pick up my books until later on. So today, well actually this evening on Sunday night is the first time I had an opportunity to do a video. So we're going to jump right into that. I also got a really nice gift from a viewer. I'm going to show that. And then I had a viewer ask me a question about, because I do collect vinyl albums as well, and he asked me the best way to try to display some of your favorite album covers. So I'm going to show that real quick. So let's jump right into the books because it is a pretty big week. First one, Batgirl 27. Of course, DC killing it every week with these covers. And this cover sold out at a lot of places, so I was glad to get a couple of those. A book that came out a while back, actually, and I was unable to get it because a lot of shops here in town, or actually not very many shops in town, ordered it. It's from a small company called Source Point Press, and my shop was nice enough to put some on order for me, and they finally came in. This is The Rejected, and I'm interested in reading this about a boy who gets bullied and not so many nice people come and help him. So $5.99 price point, but a really nice square bound book, so I don't mind that. But I've heard some good things about this, so I am looking forward to reading that. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man number 6. This is the Ghost Rider variant edition. Again, I love Ghost Rider, and these are just a home run for me. Batman Detective Comics regular cover, $9.89. Of course, we're getting close to that 1,000 mark. One of the books that got a lot of buzz this week, this was Justice League Dark number 3, of course, the appearance of the Upside Down Man. This was the popular cover because it has Upside Down Man on it, and I'm interested in reading this. I have not had an opportunity to read any of these books, and again, if I'm kind of rambling on with my words, I am very, very tired. Spider-Man Deadpool number 39. It's funny because this dinosaur kind of reminds me a little bit, even though it's not, but the one from Pee-wee's Big Adventure where they're sitting in the dinosaur mouth looking at the sunrise. For those of you who've seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Really, really nice cover, Wonder Woman 55. Anything with Wonder Woman and the Magic Lasso is going to be a home run. And they also came out with their regular cover, but it is a bondage cover for Wonder Woman. We have discussed this, whether it's the old Golden Age, the Silver Age, Bronze Age, or Modern Age. Bondage covers seem to sell real well, and this is the bondage cover right there. So that sold pretty well. The hot book that came out, and it was actually, I've heard some really good things. I have not had the opportunity to read any of these, but I am looking forward to reading this storyline. This is Heroes in Crisis number 1. Spider-Geddon 0. Suicide Squad 45. I believe this was a reorder for me because it didn't come out the first time. They were all damaged. I think this was just a replacement, but a really cool cover there. Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose, number 112. Really nice cover right there. Got a mummy, got a vampire, sexy witch. There it is. Halloween's coming up, folks. Books like this are going to be really popular. And then they had another cover which I thought was really good because it kind of reminded me of the Creature from the Black Lagoon feel. You know, a feel for like the Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is one of my favorite Universal movies. There's that right there. Venom First Host number 5. This has been a pretty good read so far, so I am looking forward to reading this one. Spider-Geddon 0. This is a variant edition right here. I love the Spider Pig right there. We're going to see how this storyline goes because this is the start of the new storyline, and I am excited to see that. Batman Beyond 24. That was strictly a cover purchase right there. Just a cool looking cover. Cold Spots number 2. This is Flash 55. Almost looks like he's in a tube surfing, but he's not. But it kind of looks like that to me, so that's kind of cool. I used to do a lot of surfing when I was younger in San Diego, so that just kind of reminded me of that. This was the Justice League Dark #3. This was the variant cover. Really, really cool. Of course, you got a little Swamp Thing action right there. Love me the Swamp Thing. Doomsday Clock, Joker taking a beat down. The Harley Quinn cover should be coming up either next issue or the issue after that. So I know that's going to be real popular. So there's that one there. Bone Parish, book #3. I'm enjoying this story. So this will be the first book of the groups of the books that I read because I am enjoying Bone Parish. I hope some of you are able to get those books. You can still find #1s. Just something about that book I think is going to be really, really good. A viewer, Matt Middleton from Australia, sent me a message and said that he was a big fan of the videos and was going to send me some things. And that was real nice of him. So he sent me a couple of things. He sent me a postcard, which I thought was really nice. That's a beautiful, beautiful country right there. And then some koalas. Postcard of koalas. Sent me a couple of movies as well. He sent me The Devil's Rejects on DVD. And then he sent me a outside the U.S. version of the Friday the 13th. And I had mentioned that I enjoyed this cover because it's not one I could find here in the U.S. And he sent this to me. So thank you so much, Matt. And my favorite item, even though I loved all the items, my favorite item, as you know, I am a huge Bela Lugosi fan and a Universal Monster fan. I've mentioned that 1,000 times. He sent me an album from the early 60s, Famous Monsters Speak, and there is the big group of Universal horror fans right there. There's Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, Creature, and the Wolfman. So he sent that to me, and thank you so much. I am going to hang this on the wall because I like to do that with certain album covers. And stating that, I am going, so again, Matt Middleton, thank you so much. That was very nice of you, and I'm going to have, this is going to find a special place in my collection. So thank you for that. I do collect vinyl. I had a question from a viewer about how I show vinyl. This is what I do for certain albums. It has to be really cool covers or something that's kind of iconic. And so I just grabbed one real quick here. This is The Who's Quadrophenia. And this here is a terrible glare on that right there. But this is just a regular album frame, and then you can put the album in there. It doesn't hurt the album, doesn't hurt the vinyl, and you can hang this up on the wall. It looks really, really good. So I'm going to do this with the album that Matt sent me, and I think it's going to look really nice on the wall. But I always loved this Quadrophenia album. These frames, you can pick them up for like $7. So, I mean, for artwork, if you're just looking for something simple, doesn't take up a lot of space and cheap, but do it yourself. It's just simple clips on the back. But I think it comes out and looks really, really nice. Again, you probably can't see it that well because of the glare, but I hope you get a basic idea of what it is. Now, as you know, I've mentioned on this video 1,000 times that my all-time favorite movie is Halloween. I made no mistake about that. I have Michael Myers. I don't know if you can see Michael Myers on my arm. There it is, kind of goofy. Or actually, right there is my Michael Myers. Kind of a weird angle there. So, the 4K version of the movie just came out. There's not a whole lot new on this. It is a brand new transfer to the movie. And again, you can put anything on a Halloween movie that's different. A cat walking across the street and put it in a new package. And I'm going to buy it because I love the movie. So very happy to get this. It's only $14. So $14 for a 4K is cheap to begin with. And you put Halloween on it, that was a no-brainer for me. So I was very excited to add this to my collection of any number of Halloween movies that I already have. It even has the 40th anniversary sticker right there on it. So I was, again, excited for that. And, of course, the new movie comes out October 18th. And, of course, you know I will be watching that movie. The big book that came out last week, or even, no, it was last week or the week before, was DC Black Label Damned, the Batman. And that book sold for $6.99. And I know a lot of people didn't buy it right off because they figured, you know what, I can get it at a later date because there's going to be plenty of them out there. Well, guess what? It's sold out. they're selling for consistently between $55 and $75 a piece online on eBay. And even at shops, they're selling at an enormous rate because they sold out very, very quickly. Now, there was over 100,000 of those books made. But the thing about this book is, of course, it is the first appearance of, the naked Batman showing his special tool. But the thing that DC announced is that they're not going to do a second print on that book. This is it. It's going to be the first print and the first print only. So that is going to keep that book at a consistent price. It's not going to drop because, quite frankly, if people want to buy the book and jump on the hype, you're going to have to pay the big money for it now because shops aren't going to be able to go and buy the second prints of those books. Now, I think this was a great move by DC. I think it was a good business tool, and it was certainly a good selling tool. I know they did this on purpose because they know the hype would be there and people would jump all over it, and they did. And so good for that. It's going to get a lot of excitement coming for the DC Black Label stuff. I am looking forward to some of the other books that are coming out. There's another Batman with the Joker, and there's a Wonder Woman run I'm interested in. Not too concerned with the Superman, but the other ones I am excited for. But I don't think you're going to see anything in those books like you did on the Batman book, because I think that was planned out and it was just hit out of the park. This was DC's year so far, so I don't think there's any argument about that. So again, that's pretty much what I have this week. I was kind of all over. I did comic books, movies, vinyl, and just had a little comment about the DC stuff at the end because I am tired and I wanted to get the video out because I know everybody out there likes it, and I do appreciate the support. I appreciate the gift mat once again. And again, I hope you liked the video, but if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great night, and I'll see you very, very soon.